It's going to take a couple days before we really know what's going to happen. We have a disturbance in Georgia right now that's going to be drifting south into the Gulf of Mexico and affecting the Gulf states. Might send us at least some tropical moisture. But right now we're seeing a good bit of moisture with a backdoor front that's sliding through the Carolinas. Look at that line of heavy rain that's moving through northern South Carolina, currently pushing away from Charlotte. We're kind of on the western edge of the biggest activity, but we have had some pretty heavy downpours around Union County, just off to the east of Union, that heavier cell. And then we've had a thunderstorm that's tried to get going around Anderson, but kind of fallen apart. We have a new heavy downpour there near the city of Anderson. Greenville and Spartanburg looking pretty good right now. Same thing in Gaffney as a thunderstorm just cleared your area. Hendersonville, this storm has weakened. It really wasn't much of a storm. It had a couple rumbles of thunder with it as it moved through the northern part of the county, and a moderate downpour there south of I-40. So we're seeing spotty coverage. We'll continue to see that into the evening and overnight hours before we clear out later on tonight. And then it's going to get a little cooler on Tuesday. That front I mentioned that's sparking off the heavier storms to our east, it's actually going to slide through and bring some cloudier weather and a little bit of a cool breeze on Tuesday. So pretty big difference to the forecast. Clouds start to break up Wednesday. It'll warm back up and we'll get those scattered storms and then possibly some tropical influence for late in the week. We don't expect to get any kind of direct hit from a tropical depression, anything like that, but moisture is likely going to be feeding up from the south, and that could make our thunderstorms produce even heavier rain toward Thursday and Friday. Right now, though, 95 in Greenville. We could use a thunderstorm popping up over town to cool things off. 90 in Gaffney, 93 for Anderson. Looking at 82 up in Asheville, a little more reasonable up in the mountains. Tomorrow, instead of the mid-90s, we're talking mid-80s in the upstate. 85 for you, and then looking about 80 degrees with a 30% chance for showers. Strong thunderstorms should be kept at a minimum because of the fact that we have that cloud cover in place, and we're going to have some cooler temperatures. Still not cool, but just not as hot. And it's still going to feel oppressive. Dew point of around 70 degrees or higher, so the muggy feel will not go away, unfortunately. As we rate the day on the Carolina Sky Meter, we're going to give it a passing grade since it's going to be a little less hot, but we're still going to have that chance of showers, and it'll be a little gloomy at times with the extra clouds. So here's how it looks: about a 30% chance of rain Tuesday, 40% chance of thunderstorms Wednesday, and then depending on what that potential tropical system does, we may be increasing rain chances for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or even decreasing them if it continues to push farther to the west. But right now, I think there's a decent chance we could end up with some heavy downpours from some of that moisture. And then it looks like we ought to start seeing rain chances go down by Sunday into Monday. Of course, you can always head to Fox